Hi all, I'm back with another tutorial. I had several people in my Facebook group ask me how I did my glitter lids. So that's what we're going to be showing today. It's going to be short and sweet. I have this foam here that I bought from Amazon. It's like a multi-pack that I got, and I used the smallest foam and it fits these lids perfectly. I'm going to try to find that link for you guys and place it down below in the description. First, I'm going to get my painter's tape, and I am just going to wrap it around the lid. This is what holds it to my foam. So I'm going to wrap it around only the threads of the cup, and then it's going to, of course, come down and attach to the foam. This piece of tape will not be removed until the lid is all done and completed. So it'll stay on there from start to finish. This is just making sure that my lid doesn't pop off at any time. And I've never had a problem with it doing it this way. Next part is the electrical tape. I'm going to place this electrical tape as close as I can to the silver part of the lid. So I'm just covering up, making sure that the black pieces of the cup are all covered. I don't want any of the black plastic pieces of this cup to get covered with spray paint or epoxy. So I go really slow here, making sure that I'm not touching the silver part of the lid. I'm just getting as close as I can to it. And this particular lid that I'm working on is, I believe, a 30-ounce screw top lid that I got from Craft Haven. The design also comes with a stainless steel straw. I love them. I love the finished product. Glittering the lids, it looks fantastic. The process of doing them is a bit tedious and a bit of a pain in the butt, but that does not stop me from doing them for some reason. I just keep going. And then the next step is I'm going to take a piece of painter's tape and place it right over this hole. And the reason I do it from the top is because there's a bit of a black plastic piece inside of these lids. So it's not like the mason jar lids where you can place the tape just under the lid and that pretty much covers it. Like there's not going to be any paint that gets inside there. But I do it from the top here because that black plastic piece is inside of there, so I can't apply the tape to the bottom inside of the cup. So I place the tape over it. I run my nail around it to kind of get the shape of the hole. And then I will take my X-Acto knife and get as close as I can. I can feel with my X-Acto knife that I'm touching the silver part of the lid. So I'm going to go slow and make sure that I'm touching that part of the lid. And I'm not really digging down inside of that cup, once again, because of that black plastic piece that's inside there. But with my X-Acto knife, I can feel that I'm hitting the metal part of the cup. So I'm just going to run it around that circle and get as close as I can to it. And then I'll go ahead and remove the excess. And it made a fool out of me right here. I pulled the whole thing off. And so I'm going to put it back on there. And I just want that hole covered up. There we go. I did it. Just wanted to make a fool out of me for a second. So this piece that I just placed inside of that hole will also get removed and reapplied with each layer of epoxy. So far, my electrical tape and that small piece right there on top are the two pieces of tape that get removed and reapplied. So right here, I'm going to be doing my first layer. I do the epoxy method on my lids. You can still see that I have that small tape right there that's protecting the inside of my cup, and then I still have my electrical tape applied to the rim. That way I can just run my fingers around the brim of it and not having to worry about where my epoxy is going. My tape is protecting it. And then I will go ahead and apply the glitter to it. After it has been glittered, I will remove the electrical tape and that small round piece of painter's tape because I don't want the paint to cure to my lid of course, so it'll get removed right after this. And then once the epoxy has cured, I'll reapply those 2 pieces of tape and put a layer of epoxy on it, remove the tape, let it cure. And I do those steps 2 to 3 times depending on what kind of glitter I put on the cup. We all know that chunky glitter takes a bit more epoxy. So I'll just repeat the tape application and removal between epoxy layers until my lid is smooth. And that's it, guys. All right. Hope to help somebody. Bye, yo.